Hello and welcome to another video here at AB Forums. This time we're taking you through our recommended picture settings for the Samsung UE55KS9000 Ultra HD 4K LED LCD TV. So the first thing we need to do is to go into the menu system, which you do by pressing the home button on the remote control and then selecting settings. This takes you to the picture sub-menu, and as you can see there's been a slight redesign this year. So first of all you can see there's picture mode where you can select the different modes. We're going to be using movie for a nighttime setting and standard for a daytime setting. Special viewing mode. Finally, Samsung have moved the game mode to the picture menu, which is an excellent idea and about time. We've been asking this for years, but they've finally done it, so now you can easily access the game mode when you're in the picture mode, which makes a lot more sense than hiding it away in the general sub-menu. Picture size. Very important here that you select fit to screen on to make sure that the image is being mapped to the panel precisely. And finally, all the other settings are in expert settings. So this first group of settings are going to be for a nighttime setting, movie mode, nighttime setting. Go into expert settings, set backlight to 4, brightness to 45, contrast to 90, bring the sharpness right down to 0, leave colour at 50, and you can leave tint at its default setting of 0. Apply picture settings to all sources. Digital clean view you can turn off. Auto motion, we leave it off. You can experiment, and there is an option to go in and use custom, which you can actually turn the blur reduction down and turn LED motion, clear motion on, and that creates frame insertion. It makes the image dimmer, but some people like that effect, and you could certainly experiment with it. But for our settings, we're leaving it off. Smart LED, leave that to low setting. HDMI UHD color, you may need to select whichever HDMI input you're using for a UHD source, like an Ultra HD Blu-ray player. You may need to select to turn this on. However, when you're using the Samsung player, it automatically turns it on when it detects the TV. So you probably won't need to actually change this, but if you need to, you can turn it to on when you're using an Ultra HD source. Dynamic contrast, turn that off. Color tone, warm 2, which is the closest to D65. Gamma, we used -2 to get it close to our target of 2.4 for a nighttime setting. RGB only mode, leave off. Color space, need to select custom. And these are our settings. We'll go to red first. These are our suggested settings for the custom color space. So red 37, green 9, blue 2. Green, red 29, green 52, blue 4. For blue, we've got red 0, green 4, blue 58. For yellow, red 53, green 53, blue 4. And for cyan, red 27, green 51, and blue 55. And finally for magenta, red 30, green 9, and blue 44. Now under the white balance control, actually it was pretty accurate out of the box when we selected warm 2. We only needed to use a 2-point to get a really accurate grayscale, so you can see the 2-point settings here. Red offset, green offset, and blue offset at 0. Red gain -1, green gain 0, and blue gain -14. Okay, those are our settings for a nighttime mode. Now we're going to show you the settings for a daytime mode. Obviously this is going to be a bit brighter for use during the day when there's more ambient light in the room. So we've chosen the standard mode. As you can see it's brighter than the movie mode, but that's the idea. Picture size, same thing as before, leave that on for screen fit. And then go into the expert settings. Okay, here we've got backlight 10. Brightness 45 again, contrast till 90, sharpness till 0, color 50, leave the tint at 0, apply picture settings to all sources, digital clean off, auto motion plus off again, entirely up to you, but we're leaving it off. Smart LED low, dynamic contrast off, color tone again still warm 2, and gamma we left at 0. This is now reading 2.2, which is our recommended gamma for a daytime setting. And color space custom again, go into that. for red, for green, blue, yellow, cyan, and magenta. And then again, white balance. Again, we only need to use, in fact, actually in standard there's only the option of a 2-point. But here you can see, again, red offset, green offset, and blue offset left at 0. Red gain -2, and blue gain, a lot of blue in the image, I'd take it down quite a bit, -15. And those are our settings for a daytime mode. We're going to change the input now and show you our recommended settings for an HDR source. Okay, now we're using our pattern generator to create the necessary HDR metadata in order to go into the HDR mode. So we select the menu system again, settings. We need picture mode movie, but this is going to be a different set of settings to the movie mode you use for standard dynamic range content. But we do use the picture mode movie for HDR content. And as before, make sure screen fits on, and then go into the expert settings. Backlight at 20, brightness 50, contrast at 100, sharpness at 0, color at 50, tint at its default setting of 0, apply picture setting to all sources, visual clean off, auto motion plus off for us. Smart LED, you need to set this to high, otherwise you won't get the maximum peak brightness on specular highlights. HDMI UHD color, again, if necessary you can turn that on for the relevant input. Dynamic contrast, leave that off. Color tone warm 2 still, because D65 is still the target even for HDR content. Gamma we used 1 to get the gamma to track closer to the target EOTF. Color space native, that gives you the widest possible color space, getting as close as possible to DCI P3. And then in the white balance we use a 2-point and just fine tune the 2 points. So you can see here offset 4 for red, green 0, blue offset -2, red gain 2, green gain 0, and blue gain -17. And those are our settings, both for standard dynamic range content, day and night, and for high dynamic range content. Don't forget, you can read the full review at avforums.com/reviews. And you can also see more videos at avforums.com/videos. And why not follow us on Twitter? And like us on Facebook. Thanks for watching.